You and welcome, luminous beings of light. Thank you for joining me here at the SoulFire Alchemist and SoulFire Ministries. I'm your host, Dr. Beth. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the upcoming Shamanic Fundamentals Masterclass that we're having. This is going to be on Sunday, March the 24th. It's a full day retreat. Okay, so this is going to take place from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. All day long retreat. We're going to be talking about some really interesting things. This is a precursor to my course that I've hosted both online and in person, Walking the Soulfire Journey, which is a shamanic pathway that combines astrology and shamanism, otherwise known as shamanic astrology. What I call the Soulfire Wheel of Life, right? So if you've been around on my website and you've been one of those asking for this sort of thing, then I highly recommend that you attend this day class. It is actually going to be one of the things that will be a lot of groundwork for you in attending if you decide to do the shamanic apprenticeship. Okay, that's part of the SoulFire Alchemy Academy, Seminary, and Wisdom School. So I wanted to give you a little bit about what we're going to be doing that day to see if it's something that resonates with you, something that you feel like you've been wanting to do, and that it's still a good measure of what it is that you would like to focus on in your life, what you'd like to learn more about, what you'd like to participate in. We'll be doing a basic overview of walking the soulfire journey and what it actually entails and the different levels of the mastery, the apprenticeship, the whole entire program. Now, what we offer online isn't quite as intense as what we offer in person. However, it can be just as much of a process. There are semesters to it. So, you have to take into account that this is a study, right? However, with the Shamanic Fundamentals Masterclass, we are taking up the whole day to work on just a few things that we want to focus on. So it wouldn't be right in a Fundamentals of Shamanism class if I don't give you the fundamentals and we don't go over that. So that will be part of it, is just to let you know what all is entailed. The class, the apprenticeship entails. We're going to be talking about what it means to build a mesa. Now, my roots as far as shamanism are Andean shamanism. So the Peruvian shamans and the mesa carriers, the curanderos, right? They are the ones that the main study and focus of mine comes from. But I also bring in a lot of my own Appalachian folk wisdom and lore into it, things from my own lineage, from the Celts, from Celtic, however you would like to pronounce it. I mean, look at my background, you can tell. A lot of spiritual truths and teachings that have been shared with me by my own ancestors and spiritual guides. My walk has been varied and wide. I have practiced and studied with many masters and teachers across the board, and fundamentals of Taoism, shamanism, Buddhism, Hinduism, Sufism. So there are many ancient wisdoms in which I have studied, which is why I felt and have for some time now called to do a wisdom school since its inception 3-4 years ago now. I myself went on a path of, not dark, but a path of darkness, and where I was just very much hermited away, and I had to take time to study myself. That's what the mystery school and all of this teaching is about, is to teach you how to know thyself, to know yourself on a very deep level, to understand path workings of shamanism and all of these things that I work with that are my wheelhouses that I bring to you because I'm an integrationist. I like to take these things and find where they intersect and where they meet and make a holistic whole picture and a whole useful tool for you to be able to go in and delve into these topics, these subjects, do the self-study, do the work, and do the ritual involved in bringing yourself forward in the evolution that you would like to be in your life to manifest that what you would like. That's what we're here to do, in my humble opinion, at least in part, perhaps in all. So you'll be discovering the fundamentals behind building a mesa, why we do it. We'll be studying and going through the opening of sacred space, how we go about doing that with the four directions, earth and sky, and the great oneness of which we are all a part, which happens to be something very dear and near to me. It's a part of all of us, but I had a near-death experience 11 years ago, and where I was able to go in and meet and be part of and experience myself as I was and am, and as you are, part of this great mystery, this great oneness, right? The dazzling darkness. So that is very interesting and a mystery into to itself. So these are the things and the ideas that we're going to be delving into in this Shamanic Fundamentals Masterclass on March the 24th. So yes, to continue with that, one of the things that we'll be talking about as well is the idea behind the Earth Mandala, what that means and how we can use it to heal traumas, to heal wounds, to give gratitude, to express parts of ourselves that have never gotten to be expressed for the purposes of healing, so that we can do our shadow work, right? So we can do introspection, so that we can have a place and a purpose to hone and refine who it is that we really are, to see through the dark spaces of mind and emotion, to be able to walk through mother life with peace and wisdom, to understand how to walk in abundance like the summer sun and trust our connection with the earth, to understand how to soar with the eagle, the condor, to be able to receive divine messages from spirits, which would be like the owl. For me, it's the great white owl. Each of us have individual power animals and totems that we interact with. And so it is to that end that we will take meditation and shamanic journey in this masterclass, so that you might have an opportunity to meet that which is waiting for you. An ally, right? That's what a power animal is an ally for you to help you on your journey and introspection and reflection in your life. And so it's to that end that we'll be doing meditative practices and shamanic journey for that. The study of, like I said, opening sacred space and what it means and how to do it, how to be in a protective state when you are doing these things. So there are very many useful things that you'll be learning during this day. Something that I'm also, for a limited time, giving. Now, there is a cap on this because we've got limited time before the doors to enrollment will close. So if you're able to reach out and get in touch with me up until the new moon, which happens on March the 10th, Sunday, March the 10th, and you're able to get a message to me that you would like to be considered for this masterclass, it is by interview only, unless you are a current practicing member with me. So if you've already signed up for a membership through the ministry, you don't need to worry about that. You just need to reach out and let me know that you'd like to register for it. The cost on it is $279. I want you to understand that lunch is going to be offered, a light lunch will be offered with you for free with the coming to the service that day. So the class will include a very light lunch with some vegan and vegetarian options. If you like a heavier lunch and you want to bring that, you are welcome to bring yourself a cooler. Bring whatever you need for snacks that day, right? I want you to have what you need. So you're welcome to do that as well. But just know that we'll provide, perhaps some soup, salad, yogurt, eggs, like I said, vegetarian, vegan options. A very light lunch. So that will be provided. And we will be taking a break for lunch, but we really want to focus in on this work that we're doing. So I do encourage you to bring a snack or two if you feel like you might need that. We'll be starting at 10 a.m. and we'll be going to 6 p.m. And like I said, this is a precursor to walking the SoulFire journey, which is the entire medicine wheel, shamanic astrology path that I offer, which will be starting in June. Now, I want to let you know that it is $279. However, you can get discounts on this. So if you become a level 2 and higher tier member, which would be the path of the authorized SoulFire sacred member, right? That's the level 2 membership with SoulFire Ministries. or level 3, which is our authorized diamond decadent memberships. Okay. If you become one of those two tiers, the first tier comes because if you're going to join this, then you're automatically going to be enrolled after our interview process into that first month, right? And it's a very smaller membership fee. It's not like the other two tiers. You're getting access to all of our services and access to all of these classes and membership, or membership level classes and things of that nature. However, that's a smaller fee for just the basic membership. But if you're looking into do a little something more with me and you want to work with me one-on-one, you want to do some consultative work and that sort of thing, you will have access to a 25 and up to 50% off of this and all of the services that we offer, especially the master classes that last an entire day. So the day classes, you'll get access to that for a limited time. And that is only going to be for an extremely limited time, because right now we're in the process of truly placing a price on what it would cost to go through the entire seminary and walking the SoulFire journey itself, in addition to some of the other educational programs that we put on as a church. And don't let that word scare you off, because we are, in fact, a mystery school. We're a wisdom school. We teach energy medicine, right? That is our belief and our faith and our walk. So just know that it's not probably the traditional sense of seminary that you might think, although we do offer ordinations. So that's something that you can request and inquire about if you're interested. Wanted to make that known. But if you're interested in working with me one-on-one and you sign up for these second and third tier levels, it lets you have more free access to me. Not free in the sense that it's free because you're paying a membership fee, but it does give you more time with me one-on-one for your personal guidance. We do bespoke work where I take whatever it is that you need out of all the tools that I offer, and I customize a plan that's specifically for you. And they are private memberships. So, I encourage you to check those out. There will be a link below. Now, if you're on the website already, where you are located, you're going to see the word memberships. Just click on that link and it'll take you, I think even below this section, it'll take you to the membership page where you can actually look at those memberships. If you scroll down and you're looking at Walking the SoulFire Journey, you will see its dates for June. And that will give you some links to where you can go check out the memberships, okay? If you click on the link and until I change it anyway, if you click on the link to go to sign up for this masterclass, it's going to take you directly to the link where you can pay and register for the masterclass. However, you still are required to sign up for that interview with me. So just know that this is an interview only class. So if you're not already a member, we must do that 15-minute interview. So I'll see you. If I see a payment come through, that'll be fine. I'll be reaching out to you for the interview. And otherwise, you can use the link there to schedule a 15-minute interview with me. I do that through Calendly. And if you're not really sure, just send me an email, beth@soulfireministries.net. Easy enough. Yeah. So if you're interested in this and you want to be considered for the class, like I said, there are a few openings left, but not many, because we have limited space. And I, as the teacher, want to make sure that I'm taking time with you each individually. This is highly personalized things that we do as far as our classes. Group work is more online work, and group work is just group work. But in these classes where we work on a more intimate level, even though we're in a group, we still break off just like we would online into pairs for the purposes of working together through these workings and these paths. So I want you to know that there's lots of time and attention being focused on you. It will not always be this cheap. $279 is an incredible deal for an entire day class. If you consider that a one-on-one service with me is $175 per hour. So you're really getting a deal, especially if you decide to sign up for the memberships. The level 2 tier membership is $150, and that gets you an extra couple of hours a month with me one-on-one, really working with you in whatever capacity that you need, whether that be nutritional counseling, monastic medicine, which is energy psychology, and all this is done within underneath the umbrella of our church. So this is a part of our sacred ministry, is to work with you through these matters and to help you and work with you through anything that you've been through trauma-wise that you're looking to heal and recover from, and this could be many different levels. So this is why we work in such a holistic fashion. We want to pay special attention to the body, to the mind, to the emotions, and to the spirit. And to us, if we're not working in the capacities of touching on all those things, it is not a holistic medicine, because we are not integrating all parts of our body, which is the mind, right? The spirit, the soul, and the physical body, because we can't forget we got a meat suit here. All right, so I wanted to come and give you that bit of information that's a little bit more evolved for the masterclass coming up on March 24th. Again, that's going to be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Light lunch will be served. I encourage you to bring your snacks. If you have any questions about this at all, don't hesitate to reach out. Beth at soulfireministries.net. And as far as the rest of the connections, the links are below. And I hope to see you there. I hope to hear from you soon. And I will see you on the flip side.